Good day, my friends, and welcome back to another episode with me, Prog Rocker. The sun is rising behind us, and we are joined with Little Mac, his single version, not the clone. His clone seems to kind of come and go as he pleases, so, whatever. I have no control over the clone, Little Mac is mine, but his clone is his own. Anyways, today we're getting back to some building, okay? We've got some farms coming up in the future, but today's going to be a little bit of a long house. Not to say that the episode's long, but this building, I think I'm going to make it a longhouse. And for those who don't know what a longhouse is, it's something that you see kind of from Vikings or whatever. It's just, like it's a, it's a long house. So inside we've got 4 modules of sugarcane farms. How these work is we have an observer on the inside sugarcane here, and when this one grows up, all the pistons activate and force all the sugarcane off. Now in the future we will be altering this so that there's only one piston, a sticky piston, and it has a row of slime blocks on it, and that'll push all of them off, and it'll make our lives a lot I'm not sure if it's going to make our lives easier, but it'll make this a lot more efficient, that's for sure, because when you do it with just these pistons, it seems like there's a bunch of items that might get lost here on top of the sand. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do for a collection system, but we'll get to that later. Let's do some building, okay? I've kind of got us started. I've got the framework going around here, and instead of putting this base or like a trim wall right alongside the frame, I've brought it out one, and I'm making the frame kind of not arched, but maybe slanted in a way. I'm not sure how to phrase it, but you'll see what I'm getting at here. Just putting some of these down, and let's wrap around our andesite. This is the entrance right here, right in the middle. I figure that's probably the best spot to do it. We'll put some windows here, windows there. It kind of makes the most sense. Like, you enter here, it kind of looks like the observers are watching you as you enter, like kind of looking for trespassers trying to steal my sugarcane. Let's see, want that. There's only one there. Okay, so there's our trim. What I would like to do is, for this roof, I don't want it to be too tall. I don't need to put like multiple sugarcane farms stacked up on top of each other. Like, this is all I want. That's all I need. I've already got a bunch of sugarcane saved up, so I'm thinking for a roof, it's going to be kind of flat like our sleeping hut there. Not too shaped up, but maybe two kind of roofs, or not roofs, but like, it's kind of split in half, where we'll have something like that there, something like that there. I don't know. Well, let's kind of get a feel for how this is going to go. I'm going to build up some walls here. I'll bring you back in a moment, and you'll kind of see where I've taken this. I'll see you in a few. I'd like to bring you back to what I've done here. Made myself the front of the building, and you'll notice I have introduced spruce wood. Now, we had used spruce wood in our lovely wizard's tower, and it said in that episode that I was going to leave spruce wood just over for that, just because it was like an exotic kind of thing. But you know what, I decided not to put that limitation on me, just, well, because it's a limitation, and you know what, there's not a whole lot going on in here, so I decided to introduce spruce wood just to add a bit more flavor to this build. I've got the front here. We've got some windows. We got the main entrance, a little bit taller, than the windows, just to add a bit of height variation instead of it being just flat right across. You got a bit of that arch there. And then working around the other side, kind of got something going on here, except somehow I've got it's 6 wide here and 5 blocks wide there, so I've got to figure out what's gone wrong there. I have a feeling I might just need to push this bit back one, which will probably what I'll do. I'll keep this one as 6. I've got something kind of worked out here. I don't want a big window just because, like, all you're going to see is the piston and the sugarcane. That's not what I'm interested in. I just want something small. I want some decoration around the sides just to kind of show off the build. Let me put that stair back. And yeah, so I was just starting to build this wall, and it's only 5 blocks wide, so I had to stop that. I'll push that back and whatever. The reason though that I brought you back is this guy right here. I was up one morning and I thought, you know what? I want to start forming the portal. And what I've done is this what used to be like a shear wall right here. And so I've extended this mountain out a little bit to form like a natural cave. And what's happening is the nether is coming through the portal into the overworld, and it's kind of reaching out, it's branching out, it's kind of coming alive with its nethery evil goodness in here. Going to kind of do maybe a magma / lava feature in this bit here. I'll probably put this in the end of the episode. We'll see if we have time. But what I'd like to do in here is just create this really organic, like the nether, like I said, the nether's reaching out into the overworld, like its fingers are spreading through. And really, like, my inspiration for this is from Stranger Things, the Upside Down, as they call it. So this is kind of that portal, and it's reaching through, it's branching out into the overworld. Also, this portal, I've made it quite large. And the reason I made it so large is because I like to hide the actual frame of the portal behind blocks. That way it's not just such a square, it looks like it's something that's just there. There's no placeholder for it, like the obsidian frame. So that's why I've made it so large, and you can't see the whole thing. You can only see some of it. Anyways, I'm going to keep keep working away on our sugarcane farm, and I will see you boys and girls. I will see you guys in a bit. Guys, check it out! We're in a jungle! No, that's not the thing. We have parrots! We've made some friends. These were introduced in the latest Minecraft update, World of Color, with concrete and terracotta. And you can tame them. You tame them with seeds. You tame with them with seeds, and yeah, if you walk over them, they sit on your shoulder, but if you jump, they come off, which is kind of a shame because you can't really get too far with them. Like, I was right then trapped in this little area here. I couldn't get to a lighter area. Plus, my frames here are absolutely absurdly low. It's bizarre. Anyways, I just wanted to show you this. I've done some exploring. I found a taiga biome. Got some, well, let's look at the inventory. I've got some mushroom blocks from a roofed forest and dark oak wood. And I'm bringing home some saplings as well, so I can plant these trees and harvest more blocks. Got some jungle wood. Got some cocoa beans. If you were wondering, what's the last dye that I needed? It was brown dye. I'm missing brown dye for that sheep farm. Picked up some more blue orchids, a bunch of coarse dirt, because I go through that a lot since that's in the main detailed part of our little village area. and I picked up some mushroom blocks. Particularly, I want more of these mushroom blocks. A, they're gorgeous and make for good paths and stuff, and B, they work really well in gardens and whatnot. Also picked up some podzol, some clay. What else? Found a bunch of chests in the mesa, and so I got some apples and a music disc, but nothing really too exciting out of there. Anyways, moving on from that, I'm going to do some more exploring here. Make my way. Oh no, it's dark. Let's sleep. I'm going to collect a few more resources and head back, and we're back. And we're going to take this into a time lapse. Holy crap. Okay, I spent a solid hour doing that little bit of roof. So, I had to go to bed at that point, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to finish it in the morning, and there we are. She is all done. I can't zoom in on it, because I'm not in Optifine right now. Because what I'm going to do, well, firstly is go to bed, but what I'm going to do is take care of that mess that's behind us. I planted all kinds of trees because I am very low on resources. I've got spruce in there, acacia, oak, jungle. Yeah, I need to do a bit of chopping. So I'm going to put that in another time lapse. I shortened that one up just so that this one didn't take up too much time, and yeah, let's get to it. Welcome back, everyone. We are getting started here, putting in the rails. We're going to put in the rails. We're going to have a hopper minecart going around here, and it's going to pick up all of the sugarcane. It's going to pick up all the sugarcane that gets knocked down from all these pistons. And as I've been putting in these rails, I've come to realize, and this isn't a good thing, I have come to realize there is not enough storage. Or, sorry, there is not enough space to put a storage system in this place. So I kind of screwed that one up. But, okay, here's the other thing. I've had this fantastic idea of how we can fix that. Now, my plan is to put in a whole bunch of farms. And, well, all those farms are going to require storage in this general area. Now, we do have the storage barn, which isn't automated by any means. You know, I have to come along, I have to open this up and put sugarcane in here. And there's no room to really put any redstone where I could send all this sugarcane over here and put it in this box. And plus, like, I'm going to get a bunch of sugarcane from here. It'd be nice to have more than one chest full. So what I've been thinking, small tangent, I'll show you guys the roof soon. What I've been thinking for the sugarcane is we need to make a silo. Like a grain silo kind of thing, where we store all of the crops from all the farms that I'm going to be making here. And I haven't decided on where. I want it to be kind of central because most of the farms are going to be in this general area, so I don't want to have to send all this stuff too far away. But, you know, it's all got to be in the general... the silo needs to be in the general area. So we'll figure a location later. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to put in our railing, and I'm going to set up a little system that's going to take all of our sugarcane and put it into a storage silo, and that way it kind of keeps everything. Let's see, can I put this here? Yeah. Oh, I'm one short. I am one rail short. Are you kidding me? Okay, I know how to fix this. Right here. I'll put that there, and bam. Okay. I also need to make up a drop-off area. But yeah, okay. So there's a bit of redstone we need to do here for this drop-off area, and we're going to put that right in here. I'm going to make a little system, and I'll show you that shortly. This system, what it's going to do is the minecart is going to cycle around the whole track, and it's going to go into this system, and it's going to drop off all of its contents that it's holding at that moment. And it's going to stay there until all those contents are out of it. Once all those contents are gone, it's going to be launched again. It's going to be launched, and it's just going to keep picking everything up, and it's just going to cycle around until it picks up more items. What I might do in the future is make it so that when one of these observers activate, it launches the minecart, sends it around, picks it all up. But the thing is, what I need to figure out is if a second observer were to launch while this one was engaged. I can't even think of it right now. I need to start kind of planning things out. Anyways, let me show you how this is going to work. So what we're setting up here is a way for the minecart to come down and empty all of its contents into this hopper. Oh, there's stone in there. So we also need to power this so that the minecart will launch, but we also need to unpower it so that when it comes down here, it'll stop on one of these two hoppers. So to do that, what we need, okay, I'm going to make this using cobblestone so that if I ever were to dig into it, I can't break it right away. What do I need? I need a block here and right here. So I need this one open. I need a redstone torch there. So what this does is it's a power source. It is powering this block, and this redstone repeater is going to power this block, which powers our what are they called? Powered rail. Then when the minecart stops here, here, let me demonstrate that. When the minecart stops there, I gotta fill this up with something. Let's just put it with that. When it goes in, it sits on there. Cobblestone enters, activates the comparator, powers this block, depowers this torch, which depowers the repeater, therefore depowering the powered rail. So now I need to figure out a way for the minecart. So when it's powered, it's going to come up here. Actually, I kind of want to see this in action. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I assume that this detector rail is going to change the direction of this here. If you provide a redstone signal to a curved rail, it'll change directions. And it'll attach to like the nearest rail. So I'm assuming it'll turn into this. So I need to remove the contents here. And it went up. Now here's the problem I have, is that this is still that way. See, that's not good. Maybe. Okay. Idea here. Let's. Come back. Okay. Let's do some testing here, guys. Maybe we want this. Can't get out. I can't take away that block either. Maybe let's try this. Let's put the detector rail here. Where is it? Really what I should be doing is testing if detector rails will will change the angle, or you know. So let's see. Let's put that there. Oh. So turned it on. Okay, let's send it around. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it does not turn that. What about an activator rail? Those there. Put that there. Okay, I'm going to play with some redstone here. Ladies and gentlemen, we have it figured out. Detector rail, redstone signal into this torch. Doesn't have to be a torch, just something that's going to power a block, or somehow power this corner. Oh, and now see, I've reversed it. Ugh. There we go, back up and running. Okay, I'm gonna stop this just to show you how the whole. Excuse me, Mr. Minecart. Stop. Stop right there. Thank you. Just to show you how this all works. Okay, so minecart's zooming along. It's picking up all the sugarcane that's dropping off the. I don't know, whatever. Sending it along, hits the detector rail, turns into this station. It's being. All the cobblestone's going directly into here, and should be making its way over to the next hopper. And so then there won't be anything left in this hopper here. So once that all goes away, this will turn off, which will reactivate these and send the minecart back on its way. Yes, that is how we want it to happen. Now, the only thing about this is it's going to be, the minecart's always going to be running along, which I don't think is a bad thing. But it'd be funner to have it so that whenever an observer activates, it will launch the minecart. So I think in the future we'll have to try something like that. Maybe a T flip-flop will do, I don't know. And if you don't know what a T flip-flop is, I highly suggest you look into it, just so you know what I might be getting into. Anyways, I'm going to throw a floor down. I need to put back... Oh, I just realized I've put these rails in the wrong place. You know what? I think I'm going to have to call it a day there, guys. I've kind of run out of time for recording. This episode's been a long time in the making, so I want to get it out to you guys. And in the next episode, we will finish the floor in here. We'll finish up the rails, but the rails are pretty well done. It's more or less just putting in the floor and getting the hopper the hopper minecart going around so that we can start collecting our sugarcane. We'll have to make a storage system over here just to get started, but I now have a new project to start, and that is the storage silo. So that's going to hold all of our farm stuff. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching the episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Don't forget to comment, on anything I've asked you to comment on. I found that a lot of times in my videos, people don't really make any comments about what I ask for comments about, like especially the intro. I really want to know if people care if the intro is there or not. So please don't hesitate to let me know if it's good or not. Anyways, have a good one, guys. It's been a pleasure. Take care.